Blocking traffic and even throwing pots at police officers, protests erupted across China in the days leading up to Wednesday's anniversary, marking 76 years since the Chinese Communist Party took over. Beijing has been holding events each year to mark the day. In China's southwestern Yunnan province, dozens of street vendors clashed with urban law enforcement and police last Saturday. Vendors threw pots and stools during the confrontation. The clash broke out after local urban law enforcement officers suspended their stalls and asked for extra fees. The vendors refused, saying they had faced eviction before, even after paying what was required. For many vendors, their stall is the family's only income.
Authorities could have asked what our demands are, but they didn't. They just came to evict us. We have to make a living. My kid has to go to school.
When vendors refused to leave, tensions boiled over, leading to clashes with the officers trying to evict them. After one vendor was beaten, others started throwing objects from their booths at the police. Several vendors were reportedly hurt and arrested. Authorities also took some food carts. Similar protests are happening across the country. In central Henan province, street vendors blocked traffic last Thursday to protest the closing of their night market. They want compensation from local authorities. In southern Guangxi province, villagers surrounded police after officers arrested a man defending their rights. The villagers were protesting against a company trying to take their forest land for mining. The crowd left only after police released the man. Up north in Hebei province, residents blocked roads for 2 days outside the local administrative office to protest the demolition of their homes. Their houses were torn down for urban development 7 years ago, but the residents say they still haven't received new housing or compensation to help with the move. Also in Hebei, construction workers blocked a highway toll booth to demand payment. They helped build the highway, but say they haven't been paid a cent.
We put sweat and tears into this, but you didn't pay us after finishing the job. What are you doing?
Local media covered the new highway opening but left out the protest. And further north, in China's Inner Mongolia region, about 200 small business owners protested for 4 days outside the local administrative office against higher heating bills. They clashed briefly with police. After the protest, officials canceled the price hike. As the Chinese Communist Party marks 76 years of rule, Chinese people in the U.S. and worldwide are protesting its brutal tyranny. Let's hear their stories and what they are standing up for. NTD's Flora Hua has the report.
This is the U.S. Capitol, Washington, D.C. Chinese pro-democracy activists across America gathered to tell the world October 1st is not their national day, but a day of mourning for all of China. During times of peace, tens of millions of Chinese people have died under the CCP's tyranny. From the violent political campaigns and the Great Famine to the Tiananmen Massacre and the COVID-19 pandemic, these Chinese protesters marched in front of the Chinese embassy, Capitol Hill, and the White House. Younger generations also took part in the anti-CCP movement, raising awareness of the Chinese regime's tactics.
On one hand, the CCP maintains authoritarian rule through repression. On the other hand, it uses united front tactics to deceive and divide us.
Moving north to Canada, Taiwanese, Hong Kongers, Tibetans, Uyghurs, and people from different backgrounds also held anti-CCP demonstrations in front of the Chinese consulate.
CCP lies, people die!
Falun Gong, a spiritual discipline originated in China, has been persecuted by the CCP for over 25 years. International rights groups report that the regime even steals organs from imprisoned practitioners for huge profits.
The CCP trades in live organs and continuously imprisons dissidents who oppose it. This, among other actions, represents the greatest harm that totalitarianism has inflicted on our present generation of human civilization.
Chinese people in Germany and the Netherlands are also calling for an end to the tyranny of the Chinese Communist Party. Flora Hua, NTD News.